What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick Green.
And I'm Kenny Gates.
And you're listening to Grounded in Greenville on WZMB 91.3 FM Greenville. And we are back with another segment of our Campus Scope segment. And this week we have Hillary Liles from the Counseling Center here at ECU. So first and foremost, Hillary, thank you for joining us. What is the Counseling Center?
Well, thank you for having me, first of all. The Center for Counseling and Student Development is the formal name of the center. We do call it Counseling Center for short. Our services are geared towards mental health, emotional health concerns of our student population. So all enrolled students are available to seek services in our office. Our office services are free. They're included in part of the student health fee that students pay. They're confidential. So if you're 18 and older, if you come to our center, there's no information that we can share with family or faculty or peers unless you want us to, and there's a process for that. We provide individual counseling services, group counseling services. We do a lot of outreach and programs to different student organizations or help with summer orientation. We have a multidisciplinary team, which means, so I'm a licensed clinical social worker in the center. We have marriage and family therapists. We have clinical mental health counselors. We have psychologists with a variety of different specialties and areas that they work with students in. Most of our counselors are generalists, but there are some that have certain areas that they, tend to work with more in that particular presenting concern. Our office is located, I don't want to miss this, in Umstead Residence Hall, which we are on the first floor because Umstead is a residence hall, continues to have students on the second and third level. So if you want to come into our office, you would enter the back of the building that does not face 10th Street. Go up the handicap accessible ramp, use your one card to buzz in, and there's signs that direct you to our lobby. Our office is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. You can walk in and be seen. You can call and make an appointment. And if it's outside of those hours, so like in the evening or weekends, you can also call and get the on-call counselor. We have somebody on call 365 days a year.
Perfect. And then what is your role within the center?
Yeah, so my role is, my official title is Assistant Director and Prevention Coordinator. So a lot of my duties are meeting with supervisees in our office, over our training program. So we have a lot of interns in our space that I help manage along with our training coordinator. I do programs such as this, getting the word out about the center, working with other collaborations in student affairs and academic affairs on campus, talking about things to bring awareness to emotional health, mental health, but also prevention. So talking to students about how to manage stress, how to identify anxiety, how to manage relationships, transition to college, really wide range of what we talk about with students and help educate in terms of prevention. My particular clinical role in the center is I meet with the students who are referred by the Office of Student Rights and Responsibilities, so the conduct office, for individuals who have violated the student code of conduct related to alcohol and drug violations. So we have a program there that includes education and one-on-one counseling that I oversee.
Awesome. Yeah, and then I know you mentioned this earlier, but I do want to reiterate this with how important this is. How can students access your service if they need to?
Yeah, so there's a few ways, and this is a good way to kind of give some specific examples of that. So when students want to seek services, they can call our office at 328-6661. And our process is they will go through a brief screening to kind of see what they're interested in, what certain concerns they have, and how that fits with our center, like who would be the best fit for the student. And then you're scheduled like an initial assessment to kind of start that process. You can walk into our office and be seen urgently. If students are having an emotional health crisis, they can be seen right away if they present or call our office. You can also walk in to have that same screening in person to get started with services.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. That's all the questions we have for you. We really appreciate you coming on here and telling us a little bit more about the Counseling Center. Up next, we got Drake Milligan with Don't Leave Me Loving You. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.